Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say call Alalim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there enduring. All right. Present their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. Wherever they may be. Shalom to the Akim out there, doing that as the scriptures teach us to do. And as the example was led by the elders and apostles of the great millstone, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well. I'm the brother Yahmiah from the great millstone Chicago camp. I just did a lesson, and something I had mentioned in that lesson was that the Lord is making us weapons, all right, with instruments. And all of them got their job or their duty. You can have a long sword, you can have a short sword, or even like a musical instrument. You can have a violin, whatever. You can have a flute. On an instrument tip, all those instruments make different sounds. For one good harmonious balance, and that's how brothers is. Coming from different walks of life and into this, but. So we all got our own different battles, all right, that's catered towards our lives, so to speak. Just like every brother got their blessings and their gifts, every brother got their different battles, but it's all going into the same harmonious arrangement. Then back to the weaponry, we're really being purged. We're really being beat. We're really being made pure through this affliction and through the things we get. All for the greater cause and all for us to be partakers of the glory, as I had brought out in my last lesson. As it says, I was going into that 2 Peter, the 5th chapter. But it's all for the good, and it's all for the Lord to be exalted and his men to be vindicated, all right, and for us to really get that glory. So the Lord is making us go through it to get to it, no doubt. But I'm going to just elaborate a little bit on that through the scriptures, all right? This is Sirach, the 2nd chapter. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Because it's always out there, man. And it said, if thou come to serve the Lord, because see, it ain't no temptation when you're in the world. Now, granted, it's sin, it's lust, and it's wickedness, but there's nothing in you that's fighting against that. It's just, here goes some pork, here goes some pork, here goes some adultery, here goes some adultery. And you don't see none of this shit is wrong. It's just like a little kid. Now that you come to serve the Lord, now that you trying to mount up to the responsibility and accountability of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, now it's really on. Now that switch is on. Now it's the struggle there, that battle between the spirit and the flesh, as it says in the book of Galatians. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. And that's what we want to do, man. Matter of fact, I normally just read through this, but I'm going to go right up to the 1st chapter because it's about one of the last verse. Sirach. This is Sirach, the 1st chapter. It's a precept that 2nd verse and 3rd verse. It says, Sirach 1 and verse 28. It says, distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart. You got to know the Lord is about to do everything he said he's going to do, man. Let me get back to it. This Sirach 2 and verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee cheerfully, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art brought changed to a lower state. Because all this is the condition of the battle, whether it be that wicked ass female of yours that you call a woman. That you actually think, gonna act right. This bitch been fucking Pookie and Ray Ray her whole life. She don't like you. The Lord maybe put them in there for a season and they leave. Goodbye. Good riddance, man. Rather be that car that you just worked a year and a half to get, you might lose your car, your job, your lady, whatsoever, man. Take it cheerfully, man. We about to get the kingdom of the Lord. And you still got the truth at the beginning and the end of the day, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is still supping with you, man. Fuck everything else. Scriptures say, seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Fuck everything and everybody outside the body. All right, verse 5. It says, for gold is tried in the fire. Going back to that Persian. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. I want to be acceptable, man. So I go to the gym, I train, you know, I lift a lot of fucking weights, and it don't feel good. Even going to jiu-jitsu, you know, that don't feel good all the time. And I don't feel good all the time doing it. But I know I want to be acceptable. I know I want to be proven in those arts. You know I want to walk down the street, you know, with a motherfucking WrestleMania frame. So it's things I have to do that makes me uncomfortable to get where I want to be. And those are simple things. How much more is the truth? Those are just carnal things, you know. But it takes a certain spirit to have that. But when you understand things like that, you understand things like this on the grandest, if that's a fucking word, scale. You have to put your body through it, man. Verse 6, it says, believe in him. Sirach, if I'm going to read 5 again, Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust him. Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear Yahweh, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. The Lord said he's not man that he shall lie. Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did anybody, it said, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or who did he ever despise that called upon him? The scriptures say the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and it's safe. You got to believe that, man. You got to believe the Lord is about to give us everything we want and is giving us everything we need right now. The Lord is about to give us our heart's desire, as the scriptures say. I see the Elder Malcolm is saying it as I'm saying it. That is our heart's desire. He giving us everything we need right now, and he's about to give us everything we ever imagined or wanted. It says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering. Salaki, the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faded hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. We ain't going 2 ways. We got 1 way, man. You know, everything else in my life, I'm a slick motherfucker. You know, I got a plan A, B, C, and D for your ass. But when it comes to this truth, man, like the Elder Malcolm would say, man, all my eggs in this basket. This is plan A, B, C, and D when it comes to the truth. Verse 13, it says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. Woe to them that have lost patience, and what will ye do in the end when Yahweh shall visit you? They that fear Yahweh will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing to him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. And they that fear Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahweh and not to the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. Call aloud Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, but with that being said, call aloud Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Makakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstones, to the hopeful elect I came out there, endure. And Shalom, and Salaki for all that madness in the background too, man. Salaki Akim. And elders that may be watching. Shalom.